Alright, welcome back to another Shogun 2. I am Carpus. I'm joined here today by the Risen group. I've got UnicornAttack over here, as you might have seen before, and his friend Jokkar. The opponents for today are Allee, or Allee, not sure how to pronounce that one. Time will tell how we say. And Gen.Gmork. Alright, start things off pretty quickly. They seem to be Jokkar seems to be forcing his cavalry very fast down into these trees here. And also he's got some cavalry also hidden into these trees here, which are actual Great Guard. Wait, these are called the Yari cavalry, but it's called the Great Guard, why not? Looking at their forces here, all of you has a very strong katana sword melee force. It's my personal favourite how to go. No, of the patch, does he have any lone sword? Lone sword a bit on and off now. He's got some no dachi, he's got some, he does have some lone sword. So it's not to worry. His opponent for today seems to have a very small army, so I'm going to assume he's going to have units hidden in these trees, or something like Whacker Raiders or Ninjas somewhere else. As you can see here, UnicornAttack has pushed his cavalry up onto the left hand side. Going to touch the base ground here though. I don't see what he's going to be able to do with it unless he comes right around the back like he seems to be doing now. Since the force here is mainly Yari infantry and archers. Well, mainly Yari. Quite highly ranked up as well. What are these? Bow warrior monks. Bow monks, so I'm going to assume that they have the 200 range. So they're going to be really careful with that. Units here are no longer hidden. Oh no, they just went there, that's why. So far, the enemy forces currently know that do have cavalry hidden along these tree lines. Well, once they're hidden, unlike the other previous Total War games, you can move them all hidden. So they can still be anywhere else, obviously apart from this cavalry here, since there's nowhere ready to go. I should also mention that it's nighttime, so the visibility of your units will be much less for spotting hidden units. All of you seems to be moving his cavalry right across this river here. Oh, he's got more cavalry. One set of fire and some Nagiat warrior monk cavalry. Right across, got to be careful though, since as you can see here, Jokkar has some Great Guard. Also, you can pull up these set of cavalry as well to come down to help in that fight. It does have two sets of Nagiat warrior monk cavalry. They are pretty powerful cavalry units, in all honesty. So to be careful with that one. As you can see here, Jokkar has set up some forces upon his left hand side. Got to be careful of the archers here of that 200 range, but he does have this cavalry hidden, so he might be able to clip them off, but if Gen here uses his Yari well, he'll have good support at all times, so got to be quite risky here. Currently, Unicorn is sending up some of his bow warrior monks himself, very highly ranked, which has 200 range on. So they will get some first fired off, but if they target fire 2 against 1, you know he's going to win. Though, I like to think he has some hope here in these trees, since he's more out in the open. Over on the side you can see, or at least I seem to just set up his cavalry, he's not going to use them to any particular purpose. Did he take out the Great? No, the Great Guard's moved up here. I was going to say, wow. It's rushing some cavalry heavily across now. Gotta be careful with the water here and all those fires. Oh god, I didn't expect that one. God, he lost a lot of men in that fast. I doubt they're gonna do hardly anything. They're gonna rout very soon, especially with these Yari infantry now about to surround them. Unless they can pull away, which they seem to be doing, but the water does slow down cavalry quite heavily. So there's gonna be some. He's made some chaos at least. He's gonna draw some of the fire away from the archers, giving his unit here some more chance to whittle down their units. I guess that's the plus side to this. He's trying to pull them back, they're not routing yet, they are wavering, so they are on that dangerous borderline, and he might have some cavalry come back now. As you can see, he also does have some Katana cavalry, and also does have some Nagia units hidden in these tree lines as well, so he's not going to commit to a force and a pull back. As I was saying before, he's managed to luckily get out these guys, only 11 men in their units, so he's going to be very careful. Going to pull them back now out of the range, well these other units are out of the range of their archers, so naturally the archers will probably fire upon these guys. As you see there, a small arrow does shoot off, They hit on the right angle, so not going to do too much effect. They're being out in the open here. As you can see, cavalry has been sent down to take care of him. Ooh, some more fire now coming across. Not sure if they have any more archers. Between Jokkar and, oh god, some cavalry. Chosen side here, but as I said before, he's got some Nagiata Samurai hidden tree, so that should be okay. But as I was saying briefly, Jokkar and UnicornAttack appears not to have any more archers than that one unit. So protecting them is going to be quite a priority in these early stages of harassment. Nagiata Samurai should be okay. Well, I say should, he's got 4 sets of archers now shooting upon him. Though with the tree cover and the 9 armor value that they have, they shouldn't take that many casualties now, plus the fact that they are hidden. So all fire is now going to go upon these katana cavalry, and as you can see here, Gen.Gmork is going to try and react to that, bring them down, the bulk of his force along these water line, to stop any advancement. And I can see here is Allee did push up quite far with the Yari Ashigar. I am assuming these are as well, yep. So it's going to force those units quite back. As you can see here, Jokkar and Unicorn is bringing down their cavalry heavily upon the right hand side. And in reaction to this, Gen is singling up his Yari cavalry quite strongly on the left here, but he does have Nagiata hidden in the trees, which he might spot and hopefully react in time. Though it seems that they are going to charge straight into the... no. Nice reactions. I like that. Though with the speed of the cavalry, I was going to say you can just pull around, hit from the back. But as you can see here, Unicorn's trying to move up his other sets of Yari infantry to try and hinder this. They fall back here on the right hand side of their cavalry charge. Not totally sure why that is. I apologize for not covering that. But as you can see now, these set of cavalry here are trying to fall back. Some casualties would have been taken, getting caught up in these trees, and the Yari Samurai. Nagiata Samurai, apologies. I can see the cavalry unit upon this side now just running through the water here. Hopefully might be able to get a slight hill now, but I wouldn't risk it with the archers. So their archers now, as you can see, are concentrating fire upon this unit here. This unit is starting to realm. There you go. Small volley of archers, nice to break up this bit of unit here. Archer advantage still upon their side, since as you can see here, Allee, call him Allee, makes it easier. Still has his archer set up on the side here. Plus 47 out of 50 still. Jesus, really? That's good. Oh, some heavy arrow concentration fire here upon the Yari Ashigar. Wise pit them loose formation, trying to spread them out as much as possible. Though, as you can see, a couple of casualties did happen. If they're standing still, it would be much worse. For some reason now, Gen.Gmork is pulling his units right back. I don't see any reason why there's no side hit coming. Hide his units in the shroud of trees, I'll assume. You know, he's not taking a small advantage of this. I believe he's pleased to set up these Yari Ashigar to take a few arrows while his men do as much damage as possible. Oh, some fire is hitting off here. Now some cavalry again from Gen being pulled up. I don't know sure why, because he knows that there are units in the trees and this Yari unit here are reasonably close, so he's got to have good reach for this. He's pulling them back now. Okay, it was to disorient the lines, as you can see here. Pull back the archers, stop their fire for a short while, allowing his men just to get off those extra rounds, and some whistling arrows seem to be hit upon these. I'll assume that would be from the warrior monks over there, since these guys were targeted upon these by warrior monks. Though a bit of a... oh no, I'll tell a lie. I believe it was these by warrior monks here. I'm not sure now why he's charging up his units. It appears that a war cry has been... I know, whistling arrows again. From a distance they look very similar. The main problem with finding whistling arrows, they affect your own men as well. I don't think to the same extent, but anything that you have to demoralize your own men's morale is silly. But as you can see, it does pay well because this Yari unit here is starting to waver just by taking a few arrow hits with the whistling arrows on as well, but since he's the bulk of his force, it shouldn't, well, I like to say it wouldn't. He has got them in relatively safety, so it's not too worried at the moment. Some cavalry still coming across here, no one's ever committed to a charge yet, it's more of a phony war scenario showing each other what they have without committing any combat itself. Some more arrow fire coming in from the trees. Oh. I will give credit to Unicorn, he has done quite well with these archers, especially taking on 4 sets you combine these two. Plus trying to keep up his micro as well, these cavalry keep coming in and pulling out. I can see 2 sets, I know, I thought, oh no, here's 2 sets of cavalry now coming down here. But as you can see here, this cavalry got caught up here by the Arashikari, plus you got the Nagiata Samurai also going to be in the way. So the casualties once again are going to be quite heavy from these men on this side. I'm not quite sure if Allee is going to even commit to the charge now. No, not what's just happened to his teammate. Nah, it doesn't seem like he has decided to pull back. The unit's still going with 12 men, I'll give him credit. The unit's holding in. Holding on. Make more sense. Some skirmish still coming off here. I do believe they still have 50 men in the unit still. Actually, I'm genuinely surprised no one got attacked. By the looks of the contrary arrow fire, they are going against the Nagiata Samurai. You've got to be careful because I just realised that the ammo consumption of these warrior monks have got to be pretty heavy by now. I would assume they got the ammo upgrade. That is a very high possibility for them still to be shooting this long. They're against the 4 units that they have been against. I'm actually surprised they are not out already. As you can now, this unit here is starting to waver. Gen's ally here is bringing up some of his bow samurai. Gonna get some more arrows upon his men off here. As you can see here, Jokkar is starting to send down some of his cavalry, hoping to get a phony retreat here. But he seems quite content with holding the samurai there. Yeah, okay. It was wise to pull back his cavalry, as I mentioned before. This river is going to slow down them quite drastically, especially with the Yari infantry now moving up, covering a very wide area. Oh, I just hope my Shogun doesn't crash. It's been a pain in the ass the last few days. A lot of upgraded drivers and all that, etc. So hopefully, with a bit of faith, we can carry on and get this video up. As you can see now, Gen.Gmork is moving his forces quite heavily up on the right hand side. Also, as you can see here, Jokkar is moving his forces heavily on the right hand side. Yes. With the cavalry reinforcements, you got these Yari and you got some katana samurai for the bulk of the melee if they pull any forces across. The general and the cavalry here probably won't last that long, so this is the weakest spot at the moment, so hitting here now is a very good idea, especially since this skirmish fight is still going on. He's managed to get quite a lot of men and his cavalry across the riverbanks there. He's got some fire cavalry. If you want to pull that fire cavalry back, fire cavalry, oh god. Fire cavalry is only good with the charge bonus, and to be engaged into melee, there you go, he's pulling back now. I was going to say that would be useless if they weren't pulled back. Okay, so now he's got some katana samurai coming up here against his warrior monks. Got to be careful with the war cry ability. This general's not very... Oh god, Gen managed to get his cavalry right around the back. Alright, that was pretty good, I didn't actually notice that. But as I was saying, he's got his general reasonably close by in case the Nagiata do engage into melee and drop the war cry ability. to put myself at an angle so I sort of know where Gen's men are. As you can hear, Jokkar is putting his cavalry right around the backside of all EU. Allee? God. And it appears Gen, rather than reinforcing some of his lines here and keeping hold of this water, appears to be pulling his forces right across onto the side, using his cavalry now to come back inside to either hit behind these guys or hit on the distraction side here. Now you can see UnicornAttack start to bring up some of his cavalry to aid in this collide. Katana cavalry starting to... Katana samurai, my apologies, starting to cut his way through the Nagaout war monks. Nagaout's party trick there, dropping the war cry. With the rally ability, caught them holding as well, demoralized his men slightly. Jokkar might be wise for him to bring off his general. Speaking of his general, he's about to get charged there. Hopefully he does notice. Well, anyway, it would be wise to bring up his general if he has noticed, he's starting to pull them back. If he could manage to get his general right behind these men here and reinforce them, the morale, or rally drop and leave back into safety, it would be much of use. You got some fire cavalry and some Nagao or monk cavalry there engaged with Stalemate. It's going to be incredibly careful of that because it appears that Jokkar has won that despite his general being nearby, and all he's going to need to be pulling back his general now. He's dropped the war cry. As you see there, his general is based on morale, so he doesn't want to stay in melee that long. Over on this side, it appears that Gen has pushed across the river. He has got some foot ground, but with the numbers in the bulk here and the Banzai and the rally ability that's been hit onto his Nodachi, their charges raining from the trees would have been devastating, plus a war cry has been dropped, so I do not see these Nagata warrior monks standing there for that much longer. Like you see here, some combat has happened on the trees and some cavalry's hit from the side. There are these couple sets of Yari infantry here. That cavalry is not going to get too far at all. Plus that Unicorn can send his Katana cavalry now behind him to lay it a bit more, so that'd be that unit completely bogged out. Gen is now putting up his general to try and hopefully boost the morale of these units here, to try and keep them fighting a little bit longer. Is this mainly Jokkar's men now? Yeah, Jokkar has seemed to crush through all of you right hand flank there. Managed to rotate their army with 2 hits, while Gen marched his forces across the river. And it appears that Jokkar has called the GG and so does UnicornAttack. So is all EU. So that was a good game. I thank you for staying. My name has been Carpus. If you ever care to see my channel, it is in the Total War TV's channel description thing, if you know what I mean, where you can see all the video libraries. But if you want to pop along, that's awesome. Thank you for watching this game. I've been Carpus, and I'll see you next time.